Carly Goshen will send it over, and the Mustangs will keep it alive. Now the attack from the far side, and it's down for the kill. Olivia Dorenz. Chloe Hertz. Hertz pushes it in back there to Schmidt. Shot from the point. It's in! Off the stick of Taylor Leonards, excuse me, and it's 3-0. Taylor Leonards with the third goal for the Bismarck Blizzard on the shot from the point on the far side. And the Blizzard are running on all cylinders here in period number 41-37, 4:25 to go here as the Kindred Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. Kennedy Kuntz will pop that one up left center field. It's going back, and we have our first grand slam of the All-Star Series in 3 years. Hansen under center, drops back, looks near side. I believe that's Fulmo, and he's got it. Fargo South touchdown. Kaylee Jackson, three-pointer up, and no, that one won't go in. Tana Lick pulls down the deep offensive board. She'll put up a three. That one's in, we're tied. Groffman won't be able to control it. The ball will escape over to the far sideline. Fargo Davies have come up that far sideline, and a nice through ball there, and this could be an opportunity. Centering pass, one-on-one. Was she outside? She was not. It's 1-0 Fargo Davies. Bad pitch here, and the bases are loaded. Line drive right into center field, and that will score 1 run. And rounding thirds, Lowrich and Niels. All right, we're going to come out of our opening highlights there a little bit early. Get you ready for Fargo North and Fargo Davies. If you missed the 2 JV games, in the boys JV game, it was 73-57 in favor of Fargo Davies, and in the girls JV game, it was 82-18 in favor of Fargo Davies as well. We want to thank you. This is game 6. With the 2 JV games, we're up to game 638 now, and you can follow us online. We certainly appreciate all those who have followed us online, and all the sponsors you hear about in this broadcast, please patronize them, because without them, it is not possible for these broadcasts to happen, and we certainly appreciate their support. You can find us online on Twitter at msportsnet, on YouTube at youtube.com/ND Sports Channel, and on Facebook at facebook.com/msportsnetlive. And we want to thank our sponsors once again, including Van Dam Chiropractic, Allstate Fred Age Agency, Challenge Nutrition, and Prolon, as well as a handful of Davies families making this game broadcast possible for you today. If you would like to jump on board with us, well, we have booster plans that start as low as $25 a month and go up. We have monthly sponsor plans, we have packages for your team, and we'll get your business scrolling on our scoreboard for maximum game time exposure. Call us at the phone number you see there, 373-1843, or visit us online at msportsnet.com for more information as well. Also, player profiles. If you're a junior or a senior, we would love to sit down and talk with you about getting a player profile put together so you can put it in front of college recruiters and maybe get your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. Most of those take about an hour per player for taping, and then the total production for turnaround time is less than 72 hours. And if you've signed a letter of intent to play sports in college, let's turn down the background noise there, because I feel like I can't hear myself over the band. But if you're a junior, or if you've signed a letter of intent to play college sports, we'd love to sit down and talk with you, talk about high school, reflect back on it, why you chose the college that you chose, and then a fun middle segment, 10 random questions, has always been a fun one. Questions from would you try a bowl of bacon cheeseburger soup to would you recommend the last YouTube video you watched to your mother, and everything in between. It could get crazy. It could get tear-jerking either, and you never know. We don't know. So we're going to take a time out. We're about 5 minutes away, so we need to scoot along here. We'll be back in 2 minutes on the ND Sports Channel. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at prolawnfm.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, welcome back. Live from Fargo Davies High School here. Mike Mason alongside Jared Stevens. Jared, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing well. Mike, thank you so much for inviting me here today. I'm looking forward to some great basketball here tonight.
And we'll look forward to a little bit easier to hear each other as soon as the band's done playing too. But I think you said you're here for a great basketball game, right? Okay, as long as we're on the same page. That's what I'm here for too. So, once again, if you want to donate, you can see that QR code throughout the entire pregame, out the entire postgame show. And then you can, and during every commercial break too, that'll be available. If you'd like to donate, that'd be appreciated, because those donations go to keep our equipment working, and it brings you broadcasts that we wouldn't normally be able to bring to you, like junior varsity games and some other varsity games that are occurring when we have an opening in our schedule. So they certainly make that all possible. You can still hear me now, right? Now that the band's done playing?
Yeah. The pep band is on fire tonight, I tell you.
Yeah, definitely. See your game calendar at msportsnet.com. You can take a look at our upcoming games here. We have today's game between Fargo Davies and Fargo North, and our next game will also feature Fargo. We might have a hockey game on the 30th. Not 100% sure on that yet. But our next game will be Fargo Davies and Red River. And then we'll be up in East Grand. Oh, no, we'll actually be in Moorhead on Saturday, February 1st for 8 games back-to-back starting at 9:30 a.m. I'll have those first 2 games between East Grand Forks and Breckenridge and Park Christian and Barnesville. Brad Anderson will take over at 12:30 for Mahome and Waban and Dilworth, Glendon, Felton. Then I'll be back for Lake Park, Audubon, Wadena, Deer Creek, Henning, and Frazee. And then Brad Anderson, and then I'll have the Staples Motley Perham game too. And then Brad Anderson will be back at 6:30 for the Pelican Rapids Crookston game. At least I think that's how we have it scheduled. And then I'll have the nightcap between Moorhead and Hawley. So between me and Brad, we'll have all 8 of those games for you here on the Minnesota Sports Station on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. So team profiles. Fargo Davies for the girls, they're 8-4. And the Spartans are 1-9. The Spartans have not won a game on the road or neutral court yet. They're 1-8 against. It says section. It should say EDC. We need to update that from our Minnesota game we did last Saturday. And then for the Lady Eagles, they're 8-4, 5-1 when playing at home, and 8-3 against EDC. Their only home loss came to the Cheyenne Mustangs here about 2 weeks ago. The boys 11-1 versus the 3-8 Spartans. We'll get more on the boys when we get to that game. Jared, have you seen either of these teams play yet?
I haven't, but I've heard Davies is pretty tough this season. They've kind of been steamrolling teams, and they kind of had one little blip there in Grand Forks, but they're a strong team this year.
Yeah, definitely. That was a shocker. That video as for Grand Forks Central and Fargo Davies, it was so much of a shocker that video's up to 900 views now. Last time I looked at our YouTube stats. So,
but that's why they play the games, right? You never know.
Exactly.
You can look at all the stats you want, but when the 2 teams get on the court, it's really anybody's game.
Exactly. Let's see here. We want to thank our sponsors once again. Prolon, Van Dam Chiropractic, Challenge Nutrition, and Allstate Fred Hage Agency, as well as multiple Davies families. We're going to keep it right here as the PA announcer is going to join us here in a little bit. So we're going to skip over our timeout. We'll take that timeout during the national anthem. And here's your PA announcer.
Good evening and welcome to Fargo Davies High School for tonight's matchup featuring the visiting Spartans from Fargo North and your Davies Eagles. The North Dakota High School Activities Association and the Eastern Dakota Conference encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be At this time, ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand and remove your hats for the presentation of the colors by the Fargo Public Schools Air Force Junior ROTC under the direction of Colonel Stephen Muse and Chief Master Sergeant James Gibson. The color guard team is commanded by Cadet Chase Hahn, accompanied by Cadet Sean Grossnickel, Cadet
All right, we'll take our timeout and be right back.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the Allstate Fred Hage Agency or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. Allstate Fred Hage Agency with 3 area locations to better serve you.
Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at prolawnfm.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
Officials Association are Jesse Radloff,
All right, welcome back.
and Justin Farkas.
Announcing the officials for tonight's game. Now they'll announce the cheerleaders, and then they'll get to our starting lineups here. And we'll turn down the background music as AC/DC will get us blocked on YouTube. So we love the song, but YouTube doesn't. So
Ashley Cook, Shira Ainsell.
Looks like a pretty good crowd on hand here tonight. Fargo Davies.
yeah, they're filling up both sides of the gym today, and I see a lot of blue and yellow gold out there for the Spartans as well.
Barry Anderson, Trevor Olsen. And now, for tonight's starting lineup.
All right, now your starting lineups and alternating formats. So since they're playing AC/DC's Thunder, we will turn down the background music and we will take over the starting lineups instead of the PA announcer. So you got Jenny Sem, a 5'9" senior guard, and then for the Fargo Davies, you got a 5'9" junior guard, Jenna Langang. And then number 5, Arden Faulkner, a 5'8" freshman for Fargo North. Riley Wacha, 5'10 junior guard for Fargo Davies. And then you have Sophie Ochoa, 5'4" senior guard. And then Brooklyn Koenig, a 5'8 junior guard for Fargo Davies. And Alex Agi, number 21 for Fargo North, is a 5'2 senior guard. And number 40 is 6'10 sophomore Ava Wild. Ava Wild scored 7 points last time these two teams met up at the Spartan Dome. And happy birthday to Taylor Fay, who is a 6' junior. So once again, your starters for Fargo Davies include a 5'9 junior, Jenna Langang, a 5'10 junior, Riley Wacha, 6' junior, Taylor Fay, and a 5'8 junior, Brooklyn Koenig, and a 6' sophomore, Ava Wild. For the Fargo North Spartans, you got the 5'9 senior, Jenny Sem, a 5'8 freshman, Arden Faulkner, a 5'4 senior, Sophie Ochoa, a 5'2 senior, Alex Agi, and I missed the last one. Who is that? Let's take a look here. Looks like it's Grace Miller. Yep. Grace Miller, a 5'10 sophomore. Forgot to circle her. Grace Miller and Grace Miller and Jenny Sem scored 19 points combined. Grace Miller had 10 of those 19 against the Spartans. And we are almost ready to go here, and we'll turn our background noise back up here as soon as the opening tip is possessed. And we are underway here at Fargo Davies High School. Jenny Sem will get the basketball, fired to the near wing for Ochoa. Ochoa works it back up top to Grace Miller. Miller to Sem, back on the near wing as she'll dribble back up top towards the top of the key. Put it into the hands there of, I believe that was Ochoa. Now back over to Sem. Ochoa gets it back in between the circles and a bounce pass to the near wing. Sem looking inside. Grace Miller is underneath. Pass across the paint, and it's blocked. 4 on the shot clock, and Sem with a long 3. That's a little bit off the mark, and Riley Wacha will pull down the rebound for Fargo Davies. Down at the other end there, loose ball, and I believe it was Ava Wild fighting for it, and Jenny Sem will come back the other way here for the Spartans. Still scoreless, 17-18 counting to go here in the first half of play. Once again, Mike Mason with you here on play-by-play. We got Jared Stevens on color commentary, and we have Janice on the camera today doing a fantastic job on that boys junior varsity game. And the first bucket comes from Ava Wild, and it's 2-0 Fargo Davies.
Nice pass there from Wacha to see that Wild was wide open for the easy 2.
Spartans up top now to Jenny Sem. They'll work it over to Ochoa. Ochoa looks down to the near corner. Now they work it back up top to Sem here on the near wing. Into the line, or no, that's Arden Faulkner. She's a starter. Just haven't called her name yet today. Long 3, Ochoa short. Underneath, Grace Miller with the rebound, missed it. Fighting her way up towards the hoop there was Faulkner, and that one will not drop down either, and back the other way. Quickly comes the Eagles. Koenig looking inside for Ava Wild. Wild, one dribble, turns around, in and one.
Nice
Ava
play
Wild
there to just kind of hold that and muscle her way in for the points and one.
And we'll see if she can convert that old-fashioned three-point play. And apparently we got to go +1 on the fouls and not -1.
First personal, first team foul.
And the free throw's in. It's 5-0 now in favor of Fargo Davies. And a steal. Brooklyn Koenig into the paint, to the hoop. May have been partially blocked there by Grace Miller. And now that whistle will stop the clock with 16:06 to go here in the first half.
Boston Eagles, number 14, Riley Wacha. First personal, first team foul.
Riley Wacha picking up her first, team's first. Each team has one now. Far side, that's Ellen Kellinger. She had 1 bucket against the Eagles last time they played at the Spartan Dome. 15:57 to go here in the first half of play. As Riley Wacha will bring it over the timeline, fire it to Koenig, and then back to Wacha up top. Now Wacha will look over to the far side and swing it back near side. Now they'll work it inside. Langang to Ava Wild, inside of the paint, off the shoe, but Davies will maintain. Koenig for a 3 and got it.
Davies for 3. Assist line game.
So Koenig will get her first bucket of the game.
Strong defense there by Davies, forcing another turnover.
Watch up top. Now they work it over to Koenig in the corner for 3. Yes, she got another one, and it's 11-0. And Fargo North wants to talk it over. Your thoughts so far on this one, Jared?
Well, they're working hard underneath, and they're drawing the defenders down low and then passing it out. The 3 is wide open there, and they're making them pay right now.
That's kind of how this game started out last time these two teams met up as well. We have a timeout on the floor. We want to thank our sponsors, including Van Dam Chiropractic, Allstate Fred Hage Agency, Challenge Nutrition, Prolon of Fargo Moorhead, as well as multiple Davies families for making broadcast coverage possible for you today here on the ND Sports Channel. You can check out our website. Our coming schedule is there at msportsnet.com. Under the games button, click on stream schedule, and you can find out what game is coming up next. Fargo North will have the basketball out of the timeout on the floor. 15:08 and counting to go now. Little bit of pressure by Fargo Davies in the backcourt, but the Spartans will get it over. Far side there, that is Alex Hagee. Working it up top, sneaking into the lineup is Julia Steiner now, 5'6" sophomore. Steiner has it on the near wing. Steiner with a cross-court pass through the fingertips and out of bounds as Davies touched it last. Fargo North basketball.
You know, if you're Fargo North, you really want to just have some patience here. I mean, you're down by 11. You just want to play your offense, take your time, and don't force anything.
Inbounds pass here will be triggered by Faulkner into the hands of Jenny Sem. Jenny Sem scored 9 points against the Eagles when they played up at the Spartan Dome, and now that's a steal by Koenig. And Koenig's all alone and lays it in off the glass, and it's a 13-0 run to open up the game here for Fargo Davies.
Koenig for 2.
So Koenig has 5 points.
And another steal.
Actually, she has 8 points. I forgot to mark down her last 3. I think that was Ava Lyle. No, Taylor Fay, excuse me, with the bucket. So 2 more here, and that makes it 15-0 with a little over 14 minutes and change to go here. They'll get it to Sem. Sem will get around the defender, and it's blocked. Blocked by Riley Watson. She'll scoop up the loose ball, fire it up court to Ava Wild, and off the glass, too strong. I believe that's Taylor Fay with the rebound, and it is, and she gets it up and in, and a chance to get one more.
You know, Fargo Davies playing really tough underneath the basket. They're taking away the lane every time.
Also to Spartans, number 5, Faulkner. First personal, second team foul. Taylor Fay at the line, shooting a free throw.
And she'll miss the free throw. 13:46 to go as Koenig gets it back out. High post jumper, a little bit strong. Fargo North will pull down the rebound. They'll get it to Sem. She'll bring it up the near sideline. That is Sophie Ochoa, number 12. That shot, I missed it. I missed the rebound on it too. I'm sorry about that, folks. Baseline jumper, 6-footer up and in. That is Taylor Fay, excuse me. She has a quick 6 here, and she had 8 last time these two teams played. That whistle will stop the clock with 13:08 to go here in the first half of play.
Fargo Davies isn't making it easy for Fargo North at all. They're challenging them all the way up the floor, and you can see with a 19-0 start, just dominating on both sides of the floor.
Inbounds pass will come to Ochoa. Ochoa will dribble over to the far side, bounce it into the corner, and the ball was tipped on the pass. Struggle for it, and a loose ball is going to be picked up there by Grace Miller. Miller will get the ball back, or at least they intended to get the ball back to her, and now there will be a whistle and a foul. Foul on Fargo Davies will put both teams at two fouls.
On the Spartans, number 5.
Oh, it is on the Spartans, so 3-2, and it's the second personal on Aaron Faulkner.
Number 44, Lexi Simliascu, and number 23, Taylor Safransky.
All right, I believe that's Safransky with the basketball. Works it near side here for Koenig. Koenig will dribble up top, fire it over. Safransky far side, back to Koenig up top with 13 to shoot on the shot clock. Koenig will put the ball to the floor, dribble and swing it to Taylor Fay. Fay works it up top for Riley Watch out into the corner for Safransky. About 3 to shoot on the shot clock. Shot was blocked. Taylor Fay was blocked by Grace Miller, and now it comes back to Fargo North Spartans. Into the corner. Ochoa lost it. Picked up there by Riley Watcha. Quickly up court over the head of Safransky. She chases it and gives it up right back to the Spartans. Grace Miller picking up the loose ball, and then number 32. Oh, wait, check that. That's number 12. That's Sophie Ochoa. I was like, I don't have a 32 on my roster, and that's probably why. Far side, Faulkner, and loose ball out of bounds, so it goes back to the Eagles.
That's a couple of opportunities now that Fargo North had a chance to come back and get some points on the board, but just costly turnovers here in the first half.
Definitely creating a big hill to climb here for the Spartans. As Koenig will get it on the near wing, work it back down low for Riley Watcher along the baseline. She'll get bumped out of bounds. No foul on the play. It'll go back to Fargo North.
So if you're Fargo North here, you want to capitalize on this. You prevented Davies from putting any more points on the board, just got to play your offense.
And we'll see if they can do that here. They will get things going sooner or later. And Lexi Similascu steals the pass that was intended for Grace Miller. And now that's going to be a foul more than likely on Ellen Kenninger for Fargo North. And if that's the case, it's team foul number 4 for the for the Spartans.
Ellen Kenninger, first personal, 4th team foul.
Riley Watcha has the ball up top. Ellen Donut, number 12, into the lineup for Fargo Davies. As Similascu will work it up top there for Taylor Fay. Fay looking inside. Now she'll put the ball on the floor, and there'll be some contact between her and Grace Miller. And that'll stop the clock with 11:15 to go.
Grace Miller, first personal, 5th team foul.
Got to credit Davies, though. They're playing tough on defense, but they're hitting some shots on the offensive side of things, and they're just kind of working around, being patient, and taking their looks.
As Safransky triggers it up top here for Riley Watchin between the circles. She'll direct traffic and get it back to Safransky here on the near wing. 11:07 and counting to go. Long 2 is on the way. That one missed everything. Grace Miller got the rebound, outlets it to Jenny Sem. Sem will bring it down to the near wing with 10:57 and counting to go here in the first half. Looking for their first points of the game here as they trail 19-0. They get into the hands of Sophie Ochoa. And that ball was tipped. Loose ball on the floor is picked up there by Kenninger, and now a timeout.
That's going to be a travel.
Travel, excuse me. Thanks for catching that one.
Into the game, the Spartans, Julia Steiner.
.38 and counting to go here in the first half of play. That's Riley Watcha, pushes into the corner. 3 is on the way. That is Ellen Donut with the shot, and it won't go. Kenninger pulling down the rebound, puts it into the hands of Sem, bringing it over the timeline with 10:24 to go. Number 30, that is Julia Steiner, a 5'6" sophomore for the Spartans, into the lineup. And Steiner will get it. Work it up top. Ochoa, 19-9-3 off the back iron, won't go. She'll get her own rebound, take a high percentage shot. Grace Miller underneath will draw the foul.
Nice job there by Miller to follow that. She'll go to line to shoot a pair of free throws.
Austin Eagles, number 50, Taylor Fay, first personal, 3rd
Fargo
team
North.
foul.
You just want to take your time here, get these free throws. Unfortunately, there's not a 19-point bucket.
Yeah.
Just 1 at a time, 2 at a time, 3 at a time, and try to climb your way back in this first half.
Well, Grace Miller will get the Spartans on the board from the free throw line here. Points with the clock stopped, crucial for Fargo North. They want to get back into this. And that one will not go in. But an offensive rebound by Sem, and then the ball will go out of bounds and stay with the Spartans. Stops the clock with 10:05 to go. Once again, 19-1. They still showing 0 in the gym here. She did make that free throw, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Just making sure I didn't miss anything.
First points coming at 10:05 in this first half.
Just shy of 8 minutes in here, and now they got the point on the board here for Fargo North. They'll inbound it from the baseline. Quickly over to Sem. She'll tee it up for 3, and that one will drop in. It took a while, but it got in.
Had to touch every part of the rim.
19-4 as Jenny Sem picks up 3 points, and now a loose ball out of bounds, and they'll stop the clock with 9:52 to go here. Safransky will trigger the inbounds pass into the near corner. Catch and shoot three from Selensky won't go. Rolls around. Grace Miller got the rebound initially, and then it was stolen away. Basket will not count. It's a foul on Fargo Davies. 9:46 to go. That'd be the first on Taylor Safransky. Grace Miller tried to get it to Sem, but it was intercepted there by Selensky with a bounce pass to Ellen Donut, and she got the bucket and one.
Bucket's good for Donut.
Came out there with the full court press, just applying all sorts of pressure. Fargo North couldn't pass through that press. They get the bucket and one on for Davies.
21-4, 9:36 to go, and Donut will complete the three-point play. Makes it 22-4 here. 9.5 in the first half, and they'll work it into Ochoa's hands. She'll get around the defender, now run into a triple team. Sem will tee it up for three. He looks good, but it will bounce off the rim. Offensive rebound and over the hands of Ochoa out of bounds, and turnover Fargo North.
You can see that Sem's really trying to dial in that three-point ball. Just a little too strong there that time.
She's definitely not afraid to pull the trigger on those when they give her a little bit of space to do so. Bounce pass in was partially kicked off someone's shoe, and Jenny Sem will end up with the loose ball. Get it to Ochoa. Ochoa tried to bounce pass down low, and Ochoa will get it back. Now inside, and that one's ripped away. It was swatted away by Selensky, and now coming back the other way here is Ellen Donut with the bucket.
That's just a good job by Davies attacking the basketball, getting their hands in traffic, and creating turnovers.
With the basketball now is Julia Steiner. Steiner puts it into the hands of Kenninger. Kenninger now quickly, Agee over to Ochoa for three. Off the mark, Sem will get the rebound, then the ball was stripped out of her hands, but able to maintain possession of it for the Spartans. Now let me double check my run. Steiner for three, and Sem with the rebound underneath. That will roll off. Sem will get the ball back. Fire it out here. I believe that's Agee. Yep, Agee, and now Ochoa. Ochoa will feed it down low for Kenninger. Kenninger travel.
Good ball movement there by Fargo North, just trying to work it around, but unfortunately one extra step, and it's a turnover.
8:14 to go as Jenna Langang comes back in. Jared, watch for Jenna Langang to take corner threes. She loves the two corners, and she buries 9 out of 10 of them from there. 8:12 to go here. They'll get it over to Jenna Langang. She'll work it down low. Ball comes loose, intended for Ava Weil, but it'll be picked up there by Kenninger. And now the ball will get into the hands of Sen over the timeline with 7:58 to go. 22 on the shot clock. Sen between the circles, near wing into the hands there of Steiner. A couple passes later, it's poked out of bounds by Koenig, and it'll remain Fargo North basketball.
Yeah, just stepping in the lanes, just causing all sorts of problems as far as the passing lanes are concerned. Another one just tipped out of bounds.
Inbounds pass comes to Alex Agee. And that pass is intercepted. It's a 2-on-1 back the other way with Jenny Sem trailing. And Sem will get the rebound. There will be a whistle and I believe a foul on Fargo Davies here.
Fouls on Eagles number 33, Brooklyn Koenig, second personal, 5th team foul.
I had him down for 6. So that should have been their 6th team foul. But okay, now they have 6 on the scoreboard as well. So.
I was going to say, I thought it was 6 too.
Alex Agee with the basketball there up top. Looking for some help here, looking for a passing lane. Bounce it out there to Steiner. Back up top now into the hands of Faulkner. Faulkner to Steiner, back up top to Sem. Long three on the way. That was a little deceptive to the eyes there. I thought that had a chance to go in. Sem will back up and fire it far side there for Steiner. Back into the hands of Sem now. Alex Agee for three. In and out. Rebound for Taylor Fay, but then the ball was stripped away, and it's put in there by Arden Faulkner.
Nice follow-up there by Faulkner to stay with it and tap it off the glass for two.
Koenig, Ava Wild over to Langang. Langang inside Ava Wild, and looked like she wanted to catch that in midair and put the shot up. I think that's Taylor Fay underneath. That one won't go. Outside Langang for three. Yes, she got it.
Three for Jenna Langang. Assist, watch out.
No hesitation there. She just caught the ball and put it up.
6:14 and counting to go as Riley Watcha with a pass across the paint there. I think that's Ava Wild. Ponytails covering up the jersey number there. And hey, I got it right. What do you know? Full timeout on the floor, so we'll take one as well. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Challenge Nutrition, Prolon Fargo Moorhead, Van Dam Chiropractic, and Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
All right, welcome back. 6:02 to go here. And immediate steal off the inbounds pass, and Koenig gets the basket. Koenig with 3, 6, 8, 10 points. Now as Koenig enters the double-digit club with that basket. And it's 31-6 in favor of Fargo Davies. Alex Agee with a bounce pass up top into the hands there. Steiner feeds it far side there for Faulkner. Faulkner inside. Steiner for 3 off the mark. You could tell when that left her hand that one was not going to go in. Now Langang. Oh, pass inside, nearly intercepted by Sem, and then it was poked out of bounds, and it'll end up in Fargo North basketball regardless there.
Nice job there by Sem to come back and just get a hand on it, disrupt it a little bit, and they'll get the ball back.
5:27 to go, 31-6 substitution here. Sem will get a breather on the bench, as does, not sure who the other one was who sat down, but a couple players will get a breather. Let's put it that way. Pressure in the backcourt there by Koenig, and Fargo North will get it over the timeline with about 2 seconds to spare on that 10-second time limit. Far side there, it's Kenninger. Kenninger will dribble in, mid-post, bounce it in, turn around from the paint, shot up, no good from Steiner, and that basket will count.
And one.
That is Grace Miller going to the free throw line.
Riley Watcha, second personal, 16 foul. The bucket's good at the line, Grace Miller.
Okay, so it was 6 last time, so now it should be 7, right? Okay. Somebody's stat book isn't correct, and we'll put it that way. Free throws up and good for Grace Miller. She's 2 for 2 from the line, and back the other way. We have the ball's going back to Fargo North, stopping the clock with 4:58 to go.
Langang just wanted to stop and pop that. Her foot just kind of slid for the travel.
Over far side there, it's Kenninger. And three-pointer, no, a little bit off the mark there. Battle for the rebound comes down to Fargo Davies. 4:38 to go here. Corner 3, Langang. Got her! I told you, right?
Yeah, that time she wasn't going to miss it. Caught the ball, popped it, score.
34-9.
Made it look way easy.
You watch that in slow motion, like I did when I was reviewing the last game there. And when she flicks her wrist, she holds it there like it's like she's like really confident that that shot's going in, and it usually does go in. So both teams have 16 fouls now. Drive the baseline there. I believe that's Wild, and it is. Won't go. Miller will pull down the rebound, and there will be some contact in the backcourt there and a traveling call here on Fargo North. According to my numbers, that's the 10th turnover for Fargo North. I may have missed one or two. Fargo Davies only with 4. Riley Wacha dribbles into the paint. High post jumper from Taylor Fay rolls around and out. Battle for the rebound ends up in the hands of Grace Miller and quickly gives it up there for Ellie Weiss, number 24, into the lineup here for the Spartans. Bounce pass near side, that's Sophie Ochoa from the baseline, about a 10-footer, a little strong. Ava Wild will chase down the rebound in the backcourt there and bring it back over the timeline. Nearly stolen away by Grace Miller. Loose ball on the floor, and whistle will come. They will call it jump ball. That possession arrow will favor Fargo Davies.
Into the game, Jenny Sem.
So Jenny Sem will check back in. I'll give Grace Miller a breather for now. 3:33 to go here in the first half. And a substitution for Davies too, as Jenna Langang will get a breather, and coming in is Ellen Donut. Safransky, the trigger in the inbounds pass, comes into Ava Wild. Wild works it back in, Riley Wacha, I think. I'll get it out to Donut now. And the long two, excuse me, is up and in.
Ava Wild with the jumper.
Ava Wild with 8 points. Back the other way now, it's Ellie Weiss. Outside of the near wing here for Sammy. No, check that. There's one in front of that too. That is Sophie Ochoa. Now Ochoa in the near wing, being guarded by Donut. Ochoa dribbles up, high post, and she tries to direct traffic there and nearly had the ball taken away from her. Jenny Sem will get it up. 3 on the shot clock, and the shot's up. And they'll get a fresh shot clock if they can get the rebound, but that's not the case. 1-on-1 the other way. Taylor Fay and a foul coming on Ochoa. Team foul number 7 for the Spartans, right? P announcer confirm.
Fouls on Sophia Ochoa. First personal, 7th team foul.
All right, now he's on the right track.
Taylor Fay shooting the free throws. Into the game.
Yeah, you got to credit Davies hustling after that basketball. Anytime the ball's loose, anytime instead of passing lane, they're just attacking that basketball, trying to create all sorts of chaos for Fargo North, and it's paying off here as we approach the end of the first half.
38-9, and as I mentioned earlier, points with the clock stop crucial for Fargo North, a killer if you're Fargo North, if that's happening in favor of Davies. Ochoa with the ball here. Now she'll give it back to Steiner, and now Steiner throws it back to Ochoa over the timeline into the hands of Ellie Weiss. Weiss in a double team, gets it back to Ochoa. And just a whole bunch of harassment there, and Fargo Davies eventually comes up with the ball, and Ellen Donut can't get the shot to go in. She takes a hard tumble out of bounds. Ellie Weiss with the rebound, gives it to Jenny Sem in the backcourt. Sem over the timeline to Steiner. Steiner, ball above her head, back to Sem. Back over to Steiner now. 15 on the shot clock as Ochoa gets in on the passing around the perimeter here. Ochoa, bounce pass near side, Ellie Weiss. I think that was partially blocked by Ava Wild. And back the other way quickly, that was Safransky. Now Solensky with the 3, that one's off the mark. Ava Wild gets the rebound, puts up the follow-up shot, that one drops in.
Ava Wild for 2.
Ava Wild in the double-digit club with 10 now, and it's 40-9 in favor of Fargo Davies. Once again, the boys game coming up after this one. And a foul on Lexi Similiascu, more than likely here, and that'll be team foul number 7 for the Eagles. No foul.
I don't think so. It just went out of bounds off of Davies.
No foul, so we'll put it back to 6. Thanks for catching that there. And inbounds pass will come into Ochoa. They'll work it up to Weiss over to Steiner. Steiner back to Sem, and she was open. Looked like she maybe wanted to pull the trigger on that one, but didn't. Now Alex Agi. Bounce pass up top for Steiner. Steiner looking over to Sem, gets the ball over there. 12 to shoot on the shot clock, and Steiner for 3. A little bit strong, and the ball will go out of bounds and go back to Fargo Davies.
Nice ball movement there by Fargo North, working it around the perimeter. I wonder if Sem may be lacking a little confidence, hasn't been able to hit much past the three-point line, and was just quick to get rid of the ball. She's like, I don't want it. Somebody else shoot it.
Yeah, and it looks like the Fargo Davies coach is having a discussion here with the official. I'm not sure what the topic of that discussion is, but... Okay, and now we're back to action. 1:03 and counting to go here in the first half. And a comfortable lead for Fargo Davies as we crack the egg on the 1 minute mark. Ava Wild turns around, puts it up, and in and out. Sem will grab the rebound. Sem will get it over the timeline with 40 seconds to go. Alex Agi back to Sem, near wing. Up top there for Steiner, and fires it over for Agi, but it's tipped out of bounds there by Safransky. So it'll be an inbounds pass for Fargo North in front of the Fargo Davies bench with 32 seconds to go here in the half. Inbounds pass will come to Sem. There's about 16 seconds between game clock and shot clock. Steiner over to Sem, near side. Sem had down low there, that long 3. She had Kenninger down low, wide open. They didn't get it into her. That's Ellen Donut driving the baseline with a pass out to Ava Wild. Now up top, Simile Askew to Safransky. Safransky tries to drive into the lane, and we'll have a whistle with 5.7 seconds to go here. And a foul on Fargo North.
Yeah, that should send Safransky back or to the free throw line.
Spartans, Ellie Weiss, first personal, team foul.
Ellie Weiss will pick up her first. PA announcer said a pair, but it's 1 and 1, and Simile Askew will get the bucket. And that'll bring us to halftime. Halftime score is 40-9 in favor of the Fargo Davies Eagles. We'll take a timeout, add up some numbers, and come back with our halftime show right after this short timeout. Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the Allstate Fred Hage Agency or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. Allstate Fred Hage Agency with 3 area locations to better serve you.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at prolawnfm.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
All right. Whoa, that's a little hot. well, welcome back here. Halftime is the band is playing on the court. I don't think I've seen a halftime show like this before. Have you? Or am I just not going to the right games? This is kind of interesting. It's refreshing. It's something new. I like it. I like it a lot.
Drum off.
All right. Well, let's take a look at the first half numbers here. 42-9 in favor of Fargo Davies. Last time these two teams played, Fargo Davies won 66-28 up at the Spartan Dome, and they were led by Riley Wacho with 19 points and Ava Wild with 7 and Ellen Donut with 9. But today they lead 42-9, and they are led by Brooklyn Koenig and Ava Wild, who both have 10 apiece. Taylor Fay was 7, 6 for Jenna Langang, 5 for Ellen Donut, and 2 for Lexi Simliascu, who got the basket right at the end of the first half. For Fargo North, 3 points for Jenny Sim, 2 for Arden Faulkner, and 4 for Grace Miller. Grace Miller is 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and that makes Fargo North 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Fargo Davies, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 3 of 4 in that first half from the free throw line for a total of 75%. Ellen Donut, 1 for 1. Taylor Fay, 3 for 3. Taylor Safransky, 0 for 1. 16 fouls for Fargo Davies and 8 for Fargo North. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that wraps up your halftime show as far as the stats go anyway. Jared, your thoughts on the first half of play. What'd you like? What do you think Fargo North needs to improve on? Or is that too hard of a question?
I think you asked me what my thoughts were on the first half.
Yes, that's what I asked. Yep.
It's been interesting. Fargo Davies coming out, putting all sorts of pressure early on against Fargo North, stepping in traffic lanes, stepping in passing lanes, making nothing easy for Fargo North. But on the other side, they've been able to hit their shots. They've been able to play their offense. If you're Fargo North, you just want to take your time. I think maybe the game got kind of away from them when they wanted to kind of match pace for pace against Davies. They need to just slow down, play their offense, and make good, clean, crisp passes. There's too much, there's no bounce passing. They're just trying to force it across, and that's where Fargo Davies is able to get their hands in the lane and cause all sorts of turnovers and problems for Fargo North on the offensive side of the ball.
And I'd say that's a pretty good analysis there. I did have Fargo North down for 17 turnovers compared to just 7 for Fargo Davies, according to my numbers. And once again, our numbers are always unofficial here. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll take a break, and then we'll come back and get ready for half number 2 right after this on the ND Sports Channel.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the Allstate Fred Hage Agency or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. Allstate Fred Hage Agency with 3 area locations to better serve you.
Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, welcome back. We're ready for half number 2 here. Actually, we're about 1:40 away yet, so we'll sit here and chit-chat for a little bit for about 1:40. Once again, our broadcast coverage brought to you by Van Dam Chiropractic, along with Allstate Fred Hage Agency, with 3 locations in Fargo and West Fargo to serve you better. Also, Challenge Nutrition with over 80 different teas, 80 different varieties of teas and shakes on the menu. You're bound to find multiple favorites that will suit your taste buds. And then also, ProLawn in Fargo. Even with all the snow on the ground, make sure you give ProLawn a call, because they can still give you an accurate estimate for lawn care, and they care about your lawn just as much as they care about our local athletes at ProLawn here in Fargo. So we're about a minute away. It's 42-9 right now. The Fargo Davies Eagles are led by Brooklyn Koenig and Ava Weil, both with 10 points apiece. Fargo North led by Grace Miller with 4. She had a bucket and was perfect from the free throw line. Matter of fact, she had the only 2 free throws of the first half for the Fargo North Spartans. And so second half here, I mean, I don't want to go ahead and jump ahead and say that it's over, but for what Fargo North, what do they have to do to just kind of make it through this half without kind of making it more lopsided than it already is? So maybe that's the best way to ask that.
Well, I think if you're the coach, you just want to see your girls finish the game strong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yep.
the lead is what it is, the score is what it is, but you don't want to see your girls give up and just kind of pack it in and say, okay, this game's over. Let's worry about the next game. You want to see that competitive nature come out. You want to see you want to make sure you're seeing your girls compete until the end of the ball game. If you're Davies, you just keep doing what you're doing. You come out with that pressure. You cause all sorts of problems in the passing lanes, and you just play your offense.
And I agree with that. There was a play up here. It was Sophie Ochoa, and she was kind of almost angry because like her teammate was not moving to, and that right there shows you that competitive nature that you were talking about. Some players have it. You have to question if all of them have it, and that could be, that's something that might have to come from the team leaders too. So,
I get it. It's 42-9. You may feel like, oh, this game is over, but if you're a competitor, you want to play. It doesn't matter what the score is.
Yeah, exactly. There's Jenna Langang, works it inside for Ava Wild, off the glass and in. 2 more for Fargo Davies. Oh, okay, we'll go with Riley Watcha, my bad. That's her first 2 points of the game, believe it or not. 17-11 on the near side here. That is Alex Agee. Agee will put it into the hands of Faulkner. Faulkner with 2 points in the ball game so far. Jenny Sem now with 3 points in the ball game, and back to Faulkner, and the ball is poked away and is picked up there by Jenna Langang. Langang over to Koenig, step back behind the line, swish.
Nice shot there by Koenig. She got it, stepped back and put it up. Nothing but net.
13 points for Koenig now, and it's 47-9, 16 and a half, a little over 16 and a half to go here in the second half of play. The Sem will get it over on the far wing. 10 to shoot on the shot clock. They work it up top. Faulkner now to Ochoa. And Ochoa into the high post there for Kenninger. And Kenninger a little too strong off the glass. Sophie Sem almost got lucky there. She didn't get a foul called on her, and now she'll get the bucket as a result. Jenny Sem with 5 points now, 47-11. If you take away the first half, it's 5-2. Fargo Davies. A little bit quicker start for the Spartans here. If my memory serves me correctly, I think Davies scored 19 points before the Spartans got their first free throw from Grace Miller.
Yeah, they went all the way to 10:05 left in that first half before the Spartans got their first point of the ball game.
Just a couple seconds shy of 8 minutes, a minute and 5 seconds shy of half the half before they got their first bucket. And a whistle on a foul. 15:49 to go here in the second half. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Allstate Fred Hage Agency, along with Van Dam Chiropractic and Prolon of Fargo Moorhead, and Challenge Nutrition. And the free throw's up and in. That's one more for Fargo Davies. And both of them are in for Taylor Fay. She remains perfect from the line. She has 9 points. That is official scoring from the scorers table down below. I had a little bit different, but we're gonna go with that official scorers table scoring instead of mine, because that is the official one, right? Am I saying the official enough times here?
Yeah, it's the official one.
I almost wanted to say it's unofficially the official one, but that just throws us for a whole loop. That is Kenninger at the free throw line, misses the first one.
Number 10, Jenna Langang, her second personal.
Yeah, I think it was Langang that got the personal foul there.
Both teams have one so far, and she'll make that free throw. Kenninger 1 for 2 from the line, and turnaround shot, and it's just no stopping here for Fargo Davies. I believe it was Taylor Fay with the bucket.
Yep. That was a nice spin move to get away from the pressure, and just had a wide open look at it for 2.
Bounce pass up top, Ochoa over to Alex Agee. Agee back to Ochoa. Ochoa now near side wing for Faulkner. Faulkner up top there for Agee over to Sem. Sem looks into the corner for Ochoa. So I think that's Riley Wacha guarding her on the far side. Those numbers a little bit hard to see, gold on white, but do our best. Sem gets the shot off before the shot clock buzzer, and then it gets pumped out of bounds. Fargo Davies basketball. So Alex Agee will get a breather on the bench, and Julia Steiner back into the lineup here for the Spartans. High post jumper, and that one is probably the first time I've seen a shot missed in a while there by Fargo Davies. Now they get 2 in a row. Fargo North will get the rebound, and the ball will eventually go into the hands of Jenny Sem with 14:43 and counting to go here in the second half of play. Up top for Steiner. Steiner looks over for Ochoa. Ochoa trying to get around Koenig, gives it up for Sem, back up top for Steiner. She looks near side into the hands of Faulkner, into the corner, 3 on the way, and off the back iron, it won't go. Koenig will get the loose ball rebound. She'll fire it up court there for Taylor Fay. Taylor Fay won't get it to go. She gets her own rebound and gets it and one.
Nice job there by Fay. She put up the shot, and it was off the mark, but she stayed strong underneath, got her own rebound, and now she's at the line to shoot the chance for a 3-point play.
And if she can make this free throw, she'll have 7 in the first half and 7 in the second half, and she will. And she's 6 of 6 from the free throw line. How about that one? 14-12 and counting to go here in the second half. Ochoa, timeout Fargo North. It kind of looked like for a moment there that Ochoa maybe lifted that pivot foot and maybe got away with a travel there. Full timeout, we'll take a full timeout as well. It's 54-12 in favor of the Eagles, back in 60 here on the ND Sports Channel. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com. All right, welcome back. 14:04 to go here in the second half. 54-12 in favor of the Eagles. Sem has it in the near corner. And now it's poked away by the Eagles. Picked up there by Ava Wild. She'll get it to Riley Wacha over the timeline. Drives down the near side of the lane. Outside corner 3 for Langang, and that is a rarity. She didn't even hit any of it, and there's Riley Wacha with the rebound.
Wacha with the steal and layup.
That's a couple of times off of a timeout. The Eagles have stopped Fargo North and have put points on the board.
Pretty clean game as far as fouls. Only 3 total between the two teams here in the second half. 1 for the Eagles, 2 for the Spartans. And that will be a foul, and it's on the Eagles. I'm not sure which one, but it's on the Eagles as they would slap the hand of Grace Miller as they tried to feed the pass into her. It'll be Jenna Langang second. And now both teams have 2 fouls. Jenny Sem through defenders, and it rolls off the rim. She couldn't get it to drop in, and that's just an unlucky break here for Fargo North. Cross-court pass, Langang trying to redeem herself. No, that's off the front of the rim. Steiner will get the loose ball rebound. Steiner will get it into the hands of Jenny Sem. See, Kenninger, who's number 15, back in the lineup, and she'll get the ball back here, being guarded by Koenig. Steiner now near side for Ochoa. Ochoa feeds it inside for Grace Miller, and Miller lost it, and the Eagles will get it back. Riley Wacha with the basketball all the way to the hoop, and got blocked by Grace Miller, and somehow she kept the ball from going out of bounds, and now there's a whistle and a foul on Fargo Davies.
Yeah, Davies is taking away anything on the interior. They're trying to work it down into the post, and Davies is just cutting that off, causing all sorts of problems for Fargo North on the offensive side of the floor.
Ava Wild picked up her first on that last foul there for Fargo Davies. Steiner over on the far side now, looking, gets into the hands of Kenninger. Kenninger pops it out, Ochoa for three. No, too strong. Battle for the rebound, ball still loose. Eagles will pick it up. Ava Wild will get it to Riley Wacha. Wacha into the corner for Langang. She didn't pass it, shoot it that time, and maybe she should have because that pass to Koenig was intercepted. And that shot is blocked by Ava Wild.
Wow, what hops.
Yeah, no kidding. That was impressive. And Ava Wild won't be able to capitalize on that nice block, and Sem will get it back here for the Spartans. Into the hands of Ochoa. Ochoa, one dribble back up top, quickly over to Steiner from Sem. Sem now to check that. That's Kenninger. Kenninger works inside for Grace Miller. Grace Miller off the glass, and it rolls off the front of the rim. Back the other way. Now Koenig steps back once again, and that one's in and out. Ball comes loose to the near wing, and it's picked up here by Jenna Langang. Langang fires it to Wacha for a long three. 21-feeder estimate.
There was no doubt in her mind. As soon as she caught that, you knew she was going to take that shot.
7 points for Riley Wacha now. And now Steiner has it over on the far side. We have 10, just under 11 minutes to go here in this one. Actually, it's just under 10 minutes. There we go. We'll get that clock on your screen fixed for you soon here. That shot will not go in. That was number 14, right? Yeah, Riley Wacha will go to the...
Yeah, Steiner will pick up the foul there.
For Steiner, that is her second.
Into the game, the Spartans, number 21, Eggy.
Mass substitutions now for both teams.
Number 12, Doman. Number 23,
It was 3 for Davies and a couple of players for Fargo North.
And Wacha will make both free throws.
And also Michaela Selensky.
So that'll probably be the end of Riley Wacha. 3-5-7-9 if she doesn't play again in this game. Bounce pass there, that's Ellie Weiss. Now Sem gets it on the near wing. Works it back up top for Ochoa. Back to Sem, pulls the trigger on a three, a little bit off the mark. Rebound, Riley Wacha. I think that's Wacha anyway. Up court for Ellen Donut. Donut keeps it in. Selensky with the jumper, and that one's a little bit off. Battle for the rebound. Wacha underneath, trying to muscle her way around there. Gets it to Simliascu, and she's a power forward, and she showed a little bit of that power there, but that will stop the clock with 10 minutes and 1 second to go. Inbounds pass will be triggered by Taylor Safransky. Safransky works it in for Riley Wacha. Wacha right into the paint, to the hoop, gets fouled by Jenny Sam.
It's like the lane just opened up. Both Fargo North players took a step back trying to read the defense, and by that time she was through there attacking the hoop.
That is the second for, I thought it was on Jenny Sam, but they're saying it's on Grace Miller, so that'll be the second on Grace Miller. Either way, it's still a Spartan foul.
Yeah, they were both in there. They were both going after the basketball. It could have been probably either one of them.
Could have been both of them.
Yeah.
They can only charge a foul to one person at a time, right? Okay, so Riley Wacha makes the free throw.
Number 21, Marissa Burian.
Marissa Burian checks into the lineup. I'll have to write her in on my scorebook here. I don't have her on my normal roster. She plays a lot of junior varsity ball for the Eagles.
Fargo North with a timeout here, but it looks like all of Fargo Davies starters are now on the bench.
So we'll have some new faces here on the floor. It's a full timeout, so we'll take a timeout as well. We'll get a breather. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Challenge Nutrition, Prolon Fargo, Moorhead, Allstate Fred Hage Agency, and Van Dam Chiropractic. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com. All right, welcome back. 9:48 to go, actually 9:49. 62-12, a comfortable lead here for Fargo Davies. We have the boys game coming up next here, and that should be a good one and an exciting one. The last time the boys teams played up at the Spartan Dome, Fargo Davies had 3 slam dunks in that game against the Spartans. We'll see if they get 3 more in this game or not. It's home court, so they might. And it's stolen away there. I think that's Donut, but I can't quite see the jersey number from here. No, I can't see the jersey number. I'm not sure who that is. But it might be Marissa Burian, number 21, if that is.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard angle. It is 21.
Yeah, it is Burian then.
The gold at a certain angle makes it hard to read sometimes.
Yeah, with the lights shining down on it, yeah. It's good to know that it's not just me.
Not just you. I might need to get stronger glasses, though, so it could be just you. No, I'm just kidding.
So Burian on the second free throw that will drop in. So 1 of 2 for Burian from the free throw line. 63-12 with 9:22 to go. That's Faulkner, and that ball's taken away. It's taken away by Michaela Selensky, a junior, into the lineup. So you got Selensky, Burian, as well as Taylor Safransky. And that Selensky with a 3, that one won't go. Simliascu pulls down the rebound. Back up top here for Safransky. Now Burian for 3. She got it. That was looking good the moment she took it. And that was a good foot or 2 feet outside that 19-foot arc.
When she had pressure on her, Wiest was coming out there defensively and just, what a shot.
4 points for Marissa Burian coming off the bench here in 8:42 to go now. Jenny Sem in the paint, trying to make a move to the basket. It'll go out of bounds and stay with Fargo North.
I mean, Fargo North has been trying that all ball game, Mike. They've been trying to work it into the interior, but Davies just making it very difficult right now for Fargo North to do much offensively underneath.
Sem backs up. Ochoa for 3 at the shot clock buzzer, and that will go out of bounds, and that will be a shot clock violation, as the ball did not hit the rim on the shot. Give the ball back to Fargo Davies on another turnover here for Fargo North. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26 turnovers, according to my numbers here. Let me double check that. 10, 25, yeah, 26.
We're going to have another foul called. I believe this is going to go against Fargo North.
Falls on the Spartans. Sophia Ochoa, second personal, 16 foul. Into the game, number 15, Ellen Kenniger.
Kenniger, the 5'7" senior, checking into the lineup here for the Spartans with 8:12 to go. And I believe that was Burian with the shot. No, it was Donut, excuse me, number 12. 8:07 to go now, and an inbounds pass from the baseline here for Fargo Davies. Safransky will trigger that inbounds pass. Looking, and she'll get into the hands of Burian. Burian fires it up top for Selensky, now near wing here for Ellen Donut. Donut back up top for Safransky, over to, can't see who that was. 21. I want to say, I'm not sure. What number?
21.
21. Okay, so that is Burian then.
I don't know if I have that number on my roster.
It might be on the JV roster.
Oh, there it is, yep.
Spartan substitution, Grace Miller.
Miller comes in, and that gives Ellie Wiest a breather on the bench. Corner 3, Burian, got it!
Nice shot there by Burian. She lined up, took her time, put it up, swish.
7:27 to go here, and off the fingertips of Sem out of bounds. An unfortunate turnover there for the Spartans.
It's just those little things, Mike, that are kind of adding up here for Fargo North. A turnover here, a mispass there, and it's hard to get anything going.
Simliasky off the low block, turns around, won't go, in and out. Battle for the rebound. Grace Miller wins that battle and gives it to Jenny Sem. 7:08 and counting to go here. Sem up top. Back over near side here for Faulkner. Back to Sem, now over to Ochoa. Ochoa back to Sem up top. Ochoa. Bounce pass over to Sem. And they're trying to work it into Grace Miller, and as soon as they do, it's a turnover for Fargo North. And then now Fargo Davies turns it over. That's the 11th turnover of the game for Fargo Davies, according to my numbers. Faulkner to the baseline, won't go, too strong. Miller with the rebound though, and in the mix of 3 Eagles, one of those 3 gets a foul.
Boston Eagles, Taylor Safransky. First personal.
Going to give it to Safransky.
Personal, 14 foul.
Could have been.
Entering the game.
It could have been a couple others too.
Ashley Wacha, number 22, and Jesse Hammond is into the lineup for Fargo Davies as well. I didn't see who got that basket for North. Did you catch that, Jerry?
I believe it was Miller. 31.
Miller? Okay.
Or no, it was
Reagan
Carlson. Yep,
Reagan
sorry.
Carlson. No, hey, that's okay.
I saw a 1. I didn't see the 0.
And a jump ball will favor the Spartans on the possession arrow, stopping the clock with 6:08 to go.
Boston Eagles, Michaela Slensky, first personal, 15 foul.
Slensky picks up her first. Team's number 5.
Faulkner shooting a pair of free throws.
And off the back rim, no good for Faulkner. Once again, the boys JV was won by Fargo Davies 73-57. That one's available for a 24/7 replay on our website. And the free throw is in by Faulkner. The girls JV is won by Fargo Davies 82-18. That one is available for a 24/7 replay. And a turnover through the fingertips of Hammond gets to Grace Miller. Miller down at the other end, and a battle for the rebound out of bounds, and it'll stay with Fargo North. So Faulkner will trigger the inbounds pass. Get it in here for refresh my memory. That's Ochoa. And now Carlson with the 3, and Jesse Hammond with the rebound. Put it in the hands of Ashley Wacha. Wacha into the corner. Selensky mid-post jumper too strong. Ochoa chased down the rebound. Ball's still loose, and now another jump ball on that possession arrow, according to the scorer's table, favors Fargo North. I thought they got the last one, but maybe I missed one.
I think the last time was just a foul.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what stopped the clock.
Carlson works it inside there for, that is Kenninger, and Kenninger gets the bucket. Nice move there, and a nice pass from Carlson to Kenninger to get that basket. They'll work it inside for Jesse Hammond, but Grace Miller will tip it out of bounds.
You know, going back to that last play for Fargo North, they've been trying to get it inside all the time, and finally they get one, and they get points on the board.
A little too late, but
that's what they've been trying to do all game.
It's the confidence booster that they need. Like you said in halftime, they're not going to quit as Berrien buries another 3. Berrien buries another 3. Try and say that 3 times fast. Ochoa got her defender up, Selensky up into the air, and then off the baseline missed the shot. And now coming back the other way, it's a 2-on-1, 1-on-1, won by Fargo Davies. Getting the bucket is Ashley Wacha. 74-17 with 4:43 and counting to go here in the second half. Ochoa lost it off her fingertips out of bounds. That's the 3rd or 4th time we've seen a play like that happen for Fargo North, unfortunately. If there's a good news, the most turnovers in a game, they're not even close to that mark here for Fargo North. So that's held by a Class B team. I won't say which one. They had 57 turnovers in a game against Central Cass. So.
Yeah. Yeah, over my career, I've seen some interesting ball games, pretty lopsided ball games. This isn't even close to one of those.
Oh, yeah? Long three. That's Burian.
Marissa Burian for 3.
Would you believe if I told you that she comes in off the bench in the second half and she's going to have 13 points with 4 minutes to go in the second half?
I mean, if you're a coach, you like that coming off the bench.
Yeah.
You like that production.
Grace Miller will try and get some production there, and Selensky will get the rebound on the stat sheet. Ashley Wacha now, younger sister of Riley Wacha, out to the corner for 3.
3 and 3s here at Fargo Davies.
5 3-pointers from Marissa Burian, and they all come in the second half of the second half. 3:34 and counting. Jenny Sem now over far side. That's Reagan Carlson. Back to Sem up top. Sem will drive into the paint, and she'll draw some contact. That is going to be Kurzman who picks up the foul. I believe it's her first.
Nice job there by Sem. She just attacked the basket and gets to go to the free throw line to try for a 3-point play.
Personal 16 foul.
She's been trying to do that all ball game. She finally got an opening.
And she'll get the free throw as well. Eight points for Jenny Sem. 5 of those 8 coming here in the second half. She had 9 against the Eagles last time these two teams met up. And that will be a foul underneath on the Spartans. Both teams have 6 until now. The Spartans have 7.
Reagan Carlson with the ball.
So 1-on-1 bonus here with the exception of this particular free throw for the rest of the half here for Fargo Davies. And that's Burian right at the line. Yep, sure is. She'll make the first one.
Entering the game, number 2, Sammy Sanford.
Sammy Sanford called her name a few times here on the ND Sports
Number
Channel
22,
when we've
Amanda
done some
Johnson,
Fargo
number
North
33.
softball games. Also, Ava Kalbrenner, number 33, checks into the lineup. And Hannah Johnson, a 5'8 junior, is number 22 for the Spartans. Free throws up and in.
Makes both of those at the free throw line.
We signed one of those points to the wrong side here. We apologize for that. It's Burian just pouring in the points here. She might be the leading scorer, believe it or not.
Yeah, she's really come out and come on here in this second half. Now forcing a turnover as the basketball.
And both those won't go in. A loose ball along the baseline here, and Carlson will pick up the loose ball and bring it up. It's 84-20. If they don't score here on this possession, we'll manually adjust our clock or our scoreboard. That's Burian again. If she's not the leading scorer yet, she is now. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17, 19, 21 points off the bench here in the second half of the second half.
What a performance by her, that's for sure.
And that, what do you know, that's her jersey number too. All right, we'll manually adjust the Fargo North score there. There we go, now that is correct on your screen. Minute 50 to go, just under 2 minutes. Jessie Hammond trying to get that one up and in, and the rebound comes down to Ava Kalbrenner, who gives up to Sammy Sanford, who'll bring it over the timeline here for a minute 40 to go. Sanford near side for Carlson, back up top for, that is Hannah Johnson. Had to look at the roster on that one. That one's intercepted. Michaela Selensky will lose it out of bounds.
It kind of went off her foot. She just, she was excited she had gotten the steal, and it rolls out of bounds.
It's kind of like in the NFL when they run before they catch the ball, right? on a pass.
Already looking down the floor.
Player's a little too quick for the camera there, but we got it, so.
Calls on Reagan Carlson, second personal, 18 foul at the line. Marissa Burian shooting a pair of free throws.
And there's another, let's see. $23 points for Marissa Burian off the bench here in the second half, and she is 4 or 5 from the free throw line. Minute 11 and counting to go here. So work it to Sammy Sanford for 3. In and out, won't go. But a rebound, now Kalbrenner off the baseline puts it up and in. Ava Kalbrenner with 2 points. Selensky got around the defender, got around Reagan Carlson, and got the pass from Ashley Wacha on the assist. And Selensky. And now Sanford has it over on the far side. It's 90-22. .30 seconds to go. I've never seen a girls team score 100, but I have seen this girls team score 90 on 2 occasions.
Yeah, what a performance by Fargo Davies.
Man, looks like they will just dribble out the clock here. There is a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. I don't think that's going to matter too much. We'll see if they take the violation or if they'll take a shot here. And Ashley Wacha with 1 on the shot clock will take the shot clock violation. And that...
It's just formalities at this point.
Leaves us with 0.7 seconds to go. It's pretty much a final score here unless they get a long 3. But with, 0.7, they could get a shot off. They could with 0.7. Anything less than that would be questionable. We'll see what happens here.
Not sure what the holdup is.
They put 20 minutes on the clock, and now they put 3 seconds on the clock.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So we'll just leave our clock at 0. I'm not going to adjust that. Maybe they just wanted to be kind and get Sammy Sanford a 3 at the buzzer. How about that?
It's a 3 for Sanford.
That's a good way to go out if you're Fargo North.
They may have lost the game, but that was, like you just said, that's a great way to end the game here for the Spartans. So
North Spartans 25.
90-25, your final score here.
The boys' game will start approximately.
We'll just go ahead and add up some numbers right now. We'll do an abbreviated post-game show here for the girls. For Fargo Davies, Michaela Selensky with 2, Jenna Langang with 6, Ellen Donut with 5, Riley Wacha with 3, 5, 7, 10. Taylor Fay with 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ashley Wacha with 2. Taylor Safransky played but did not score. Brooklyn Keeney again of the night with 13, scored 10 of those 13 in the first half. Ava Wild with 10 points. And if I remember correctly, I think it is Taylor Fay who they were singing happy birthday to in the background there.
That's who it was. I was wondering.
I could be wrong on that, but happy birthday to whomever it was.
I wanted to protect your ears from that.
We'd have mute buttons that we can use. So if you want to sing, we can make it work for you. And then Alexi Simliascu with 2, and your leading scorer coming off the bench late in the second half, Marissa Burian, usually plays JV ball, doesn't see a lot of varsity action, hardly at all for Fargo Davies. And let's add it up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes, that's 15, 17, 19, then the free throws are 20, 21, 22, 23 points for Marissa Burian, your leading scorer for Fargo Davies here in the win, 90-25 win over the Fargo North Spartans. For the Spartans, 3 for Sammy Sanford, got it at the buzzer at the very end of the game there. Jenny Sem with 3, 5, 7, 9. At Arden Faulkner with 3. Reagan Carlson with 2. Ellen Kenninger with 3. Grace Miller with 4 and 2 for Ava Kalbrenner, and that wraps up your individual scoring here for the Fargo North Spartans. Let's see here. Trying to do the math. 48. 42 points in the first half, 48 in the second half for Fargo Davies for a total of 90. And let's see here. 16 in the second half compared to 9 in the first half for Fargo North. So a better second half for the Spartans than the first half. Just too high of a mountain to overcome there on the deficit there.
I mean, if you're coaching Fargo North, that's what you like to see. You like to see the effort that the girls gave there in that second half. They didn't pack it in, and they played all the way till the final buzzer when Sanford hit that three. So
yeah,
you got to credit Fargo North for not packing it in.
That was a great sight to see. It really was. All right, well, hey, that's going to wrap it up for our girls' game. We're going to go off air here for maybe 5-10 minutes and come back with your boys' pregame show right after this. Once again, your final scores so far for the day. In the girls' junior varsity game, it was Fargo Davies 82-18. In the boys' junior varsity game, it was 73-57. And in the girls' varsity game, 90-25 your final. The boys' varsity coming up here in about... Well, they put 16 minutes on the clock. Now they put 20 on the clock. So 20 minutes or less. We'll be back on like 5 minutes or less here on the ND Sports Channel.